Hello everyone, this is my first Tableau project and I have done this project on ODI players, basically the batsmen, to have a data visualization on their run rate, like the runs that they've scored in the subsequent matches, and also to get an idea and to represent the data of their card stats. So moving on to the next slide, that is about the data. This data consists of the runs scored by the batsman from the year of 1971 to 2020, January 19. This data doesn't consist any duplications, and this data has 2590 rows and 13 columns. So basically, like the main aim for representing this data in W and analyzing the data is to find the answer to the problem statements that I've created out of this data set. So these are the 5 problem statements that I've created from the given data set to find out the most matches played by the top 10 players. Second is the top five players having high score in single match. And the third one is top 10 players having average but played at least 200 or above matches. Find out players who smashed highest hundreds and fifties. Find out most runs by country. So these are the 5 problem statements that I'll be working on by analyzing on this data, and I'll try to find out the result for each of this problem statement. So here it represents the most matches played by the players, like the name of the players who have played the matches for their countries. And then we move on to the score segregation, of each of the players for the subsequent matches that they have played. This represents the highest score for each of the players. Then we have the top 10 players having average but played at least 200 matches. As I already mentioned, that was one of the problem statement. So this is the third problem statement. This is the answer to my third problem statement. The data represented through a column chart. And then moving on to the next slide, we have players who smashed highest hundreds and fifties. With this representation of data, we can see the like each player who have smashed the highest 150s. And then moving on to the next slide, we have most runs by each of the country. This is another column chart which is having each of the runs that is scored by the players of the respective countries. So now moving on to the next slide, we have some other visualization as well. So here, these are the rank points of the players and country count of centuries by country. So this ranking is done according to their score, their run score that they have made in each of the matches. And here is the representation of the data that is done using a column chart over here. Then we have used a scatter plot chart for most ball that is faced with strike rate. So this is a scatter chart where we have analyzed the data and we have represented the most ball which is faced by the strike rate. Now this, along with the names of the players and the runs that they have made, like this is a representation of the players with their runs. These are the most of the runs that is made by the players in their career. So finally, we end this presentation with the dashboard. That is the dashboard that we have created by combining all the main charts of our data analysis project. And this chart, this combination of all this chart, and after the analysis was performed, will help us to find the answer to the first 5 problem statement that I created. Each of the chart is an answer to the problem statement that was created at the very beginning, and the main aim was to find out the outcome for each of the problem statement using a data representation chart. So this dashboard is an answer, this dashboard is a solution, the final outcome for the problem statement. So that's all for my project, and I will like to end this presentation here. Thank you so much. Hope you like it.